Hi, thank you for joining me today for another process video, and today I'm scrapping a photo of my children from back in 2010. This is 16th of April 2010. It was just a day at home together, and we pulled their bins of toys out for them, and they both sat in the unit where the bins go. Amelia's got the biggest smile on her face. She's grabbed a little truck with a plastic block, and James has got all the tech. He's got my mum's watch on and two phones. So he's living the high life there. So I've pulled out 49er Market Spectrum Gardenia for this. I thought this would work really nicely with these photos because there are some bright colours in there. Amelia's got her pink t-shirt on, James has got blue and yellow on, and there's some green in the plastic bins that we stored their toys in. So I thought this collection would work really nicely with that. So I grabbed one of the background papers because I was feeling a little bit lazy today but wanted to get something documented. So I thought this background paper would work really well, and I absolutely adore this one with the it's like shards, isn't it, going around in a wheel. So I cut the photo down, just cutting off the spare background space, if you like, the white space that wasn't needed. So it's more or less a square. It's probably about 3.5 by 3.5, something like that. And now I'm just going through the ephemera pieces to see what I can add to the photo. So this piece that I'm working with now is actually one of the cut parts that you get on the reverse of some of the packaging. I can't remember what it's from. It might be from the 6x8 paper pad or paper pack. So I'd spent some time fussy cutting that earlier on today. I've brought in a little film strip from the laser cut elements, and this piece of green lace is also from the laser cut elements. There's a black and white stripy piece at the bottom that was one of the the branding strips on one of the other papers, and then that black piece that I've put down there is one of the All and Create dies, one of their new dies that we've got in the Hey Little Magpie shop, and I absolutely love them. I'm just looking over to see what it's called. It's called Frayed Frames, and it's got 5 border strips like that one, and then 2 mats with distressed edges. Absolutely beautiful. I'm in love with their dies. There are 3 new sets and I've got them all. Couldn't resist. So I'm bringing in one of the film strip frames now, from the acetate film strip frames, just to bring a bit of black up to the top right hand corner of that photo. And then I'm going to continue adding some bits and pieces. I've got that half piece of the Viewmaster slide on the right hand side with the greens and purples, which works quite nicely. And then I found this little green heart, so I'm going to add that to the bottom right. This is another cut apart piece that I'm popping behind there now from that same 6x8 paper pad. And then I shall carry on going through that pot full of ephemera and bits and pieces that I've got there. At the moment I've put a little title down there that says Happy Day, and again that was cut from the cut apart sheet, but I do switch that out in a little bit for something that I think looks a bit better. I think I've got too much black and white going on, so I wanted to bring in one of the other colours, and I find a blue banner that says Oh Happy Day, so I switched that out for that. So just pulling that pink heart off the backing sheet. Again, it was from the laser cut ephemera pieces. And here's that blue banner that I was talking about. So as I mentioned, this photo is from 2010. I don't know whether you've noticed, a lot of the photos that I scrap are 2012 onwards, and that's simply because that's what I've got on my phone. I'm so lazy. The other ones are on my laptop, so it's a bit of an effort to transfer that over to my phone to then print it from my phone to my printer. I haven't really worked out how to print it from the laptop directly. I should really have a play with that, but I import them to my phone using my email and then print them from there. So it's a lot more of a faff than just sitting on the sofa with my phone in my hand and scrolling through and choosing a photo to scrap. But as soon as I saw this one, I just thought, oh, that is just adorable. I've got to scrap that. Amelia's huge smile. I was showing it to her before and saying how cute she was. That massive smile, and she had quite gappy teeth as a child. So it really lit up her whole face when she smiled. And that's just James with all his tech. He loves his phone, his watches. He's treated himself to a really nice watch, and he's always loved phones since he was teeny tiny. So just getting everything stuck down. I'm so sorry for the noise. We've got a bit of a storm going on here, so the rain's just started. It's been very windy all afternoon. But I really wanted to get this voiceover done for this video for tomorrow. So just getting all the bits glued down. You've seen me doing this before. I like to peel everything up. Once I've got it in place, I find it very hard to dissect it and put it back together again the same way with all the different layers. So I just have to lift little bits up and get them situated. Now I'm faffing with these bits in the top right hand corner because I thought I wanted them all to be straight vertically up and down. But once I'd put them on, I realised that because of the circle behind, they're better at a slight angle, sort of fanning out from the photo. So the bits on the left I've fanned out slightly, and the film strip frames I will fan out slightly as well. So just adding those bits at the bottom. This is where I notice I think that it needs to be moved, yeah. So just getting those moved across a bit. And I do have to fiddle and faff a little bit more just to get everything how I want it. And then I can add those 2 strips to the bottom as well. So I'm coming in with my T-square ruler to check that everything's straight before I stick it down. And then I have a crisis because I've stuck it down and it still doesn't look straight. So I have to come in again and just double check. I think I work so much at an angle, I don't know whether that's being left-handed or just me, that I struggle sometimes to see if something's straight or not because I'm not looking at the paper straight on, square on. So I need to make more of an effort to do that. So nearly there now. This is where I just have that little crisis and want to double check that everything is straight. Just pull it ever so slightly and then get that situated. And then I can turn my attention to the title. I wasn't sure what I was going to do for a title when I started this layout, and then I thought, does it need one? Do I need to put a title on every layout? But then I grabbed the 12 by 12 rub-ons from this collection. And there are so many fabulous words on there, so many that would have been appropriate for this layout. But you'll see in a minute, I do choose a collection of words that work really nicely together. So just getting those strips stuck down now at the bottom, that's the last bit, apart from that blue butterfly. They're the last bits that need to go down. So the blue butterfly, I decided to add to that cluster at the top right-hand side of the photo. So just gluing down the body and leaving the wings to fly free. So here we are with the 12 by 12 rub-ons. You can see I've used quite a few, but there are still so many left. They're fantastic value for money. It's only 1 sheet, and when I first saw 1 sheet for £6.99, I thought, it's quite spendy really. But yeah, when you see how many layouts you can create from it, it really isn't. So the title I settled on was Happiest Together. I just thought that worked really nicely with this photo, because they really were, and they still are. They wouldn't admit it, but they are. So just cut out that together first of all, and then coming in with the happiest. And I won't bore you watching me rub those on, but I do them individually. So I put the happiest on first. First of all, I get them situated so I know where I want them to go. You have to be careful with these rub-ons because they do stick down quite easily to the paper. So just be a bit careful about positioning them. So I was about to pull the backing off the together and then think, no, I'll rub on the happiest first and then get the together down after that. So that's what I've done. So now they're down. I'm not 100% happy with that space to the left of the word together, so I decided that's where I'm going to add some journaling. And my journaling just reads, "This makes me smile so much. Amelia just so happy, and James with Granny's watch and 2 phones standard." So I've got that down, and then I add the date handwritten because my roller date stamp doesn't go back that far. And that's it. There's the layout done. Thank you so much for joining me. I really hope you've enjoyed this. It was great to pull that gardenia out again. It's been a little while. And I shall see you on Thursday. Bye.